Welcome to the section on using the buffer machine. In this part of the training, you'll learn how to safely and efficiently operate the 35 pounds rotary floor machine designed to clean large floor areas. We'll cover how to properly scan and prepare the space before using the buffer, ensuring the area is free from obstacles. You'll also master the correct technique of slow, controlled motions while always working away from your cleaned surface. Additionally, we'll show you how to change microfiber pads to keep the buffer working at its best.
Like with a vacuum, safety and care of the buffer is the first step to buffer use. The buffer machine is about a 35-pound rotary floor machine that revolves at 150 RPM or rotations per minute and stands about 3 feet tall. It has a soft pad at the base which protects the floor and a microfiber that is frequently changed during the cleaning process. The machine is simple to operate with just a button marked on and off, 0 for off and 1 for on. Before starting to buff, scan your floor space. Everything in your work area should be moved out of the way before the buffing process begins. Never attempt to move objects while using the buffer. To begin use, check that the button is off. If on, the buffer will spin and can cause damage on floors, break glass, or hurt you or others. Unwrap the cord and plug it in. Once plugged in, tilt the handle towards you. The buffer tilts in the same side as the wiring at the base. Now you are ready to use the buffer and can turn on. Always start at the far end of the room with the buffer plugged in behind you. Start by running the buffer along the edges of the surface in a slow motion. Then proceed to cleaning in a horizontal motion, always moving away from your clean surface. Alternatively, you could use the vertical motion, which works well especially in narrow spaces. To change the cloth, turn off the buffer and tilt the handle back to an upright position. Lift up at the base piece and pull off the cloth. Flip the cloth over to use the clean side. Remember to use a clean cloth next change over. More changeovers are needed for bigger and or dirtier rooms. Not changing cloth soon enough spreads dirt around, eventually having a dirtier room than when started. As you get closer to your plug, wrap the cord to keep it short and out of the way. Once you get close to the plug, turn off the buffer and set it in an upright position. Unplug and find another power point behind your workspace. If the power source is in a central location, you could leave the buffer plugged in and walk to the furthest cleaning space away from your plug or power point and again begin buffing while always walking away from your clean space and backwards to your plug-in point. Never walk into your freshly cleaned, wet floors as it may leave footprints. The cord should remain at a safe distance away from the rotary device. If the cord gets caught in the rotary device, it may cause damage to the machine. As you get comfortable working with a buffer, practice spraying floors with a provided floor cleaner. If not comfortable, stop the machine and spray before starting back up. Remember, never spray into the buffer base openings as this may cause electrical problems. Buffer pads need to be changed at least once weekly. Check them every 3 to 4 days and flip it over. If they are visibly flattening out or the microfiber cloth keeps slipping off, then you know it's time to change it. To remove the buffer pad, lift the buffer at the base handle and pull it off. Place your new pad on the floor. Center the buffer and hold it firmly down, and you're all set.
Now that you know how to safely and effectively use the buffer machine, including scanning your space, working with controlled motions, and maintaining the buffer with clean pads, you're ready to tackle large floor areas with ease. Don't forget to complete the test before moving on.